Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on last year's national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers offense will have the opening possession of the game. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give on the inside. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and
breaks into the open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Here's the handoff. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. They'll try to sneak it. Picks up the first down, still moving.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Quick touch pass to the receiver. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? It's 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Surging forward on the sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And they tacked on the extra point.
Missouri, 7, Georgia, 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Georgia's offense will take the field for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some truth.
Wide room to the right. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. To the air, it's Stockton. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Looking for the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dogs! Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? 3rd and goal for the offense. Trying to punch it in. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all his ability on that TV.
The extra point here would tie the game, and the extra point is good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense offense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Got his hand down the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks, it's Taylor. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. A first down for the offense. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw. Big guy smells it. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Trying to find the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Here's a heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Terry. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man across the middle. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri!
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Cajun Field, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Old Dominion. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Flushed out of the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Georgia sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Here comes the heat. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Under fire. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That's reeled in. It's Taylor. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Stockton. Got his man. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Bulldogs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Looking to get it in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Georgia! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. At the 35, he's got room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? And how many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. New set of downs after the completion. He'll do it himself. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Caught in the backfield. It's Manning. And they're able to get him down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It is loud in here as they try to help them get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. It's complete to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. They'll use a timeout right right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He tries to take the top off. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got the tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier.
Well, they're trying to catch the defense napping. They're sneak the running back out of the backfield, see if the defense's eyes are maybe in the wrong place. But a great job, everybody staying home and then making a nice tackle.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. He wants it all. It's complete. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Dogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensive...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there.
And the ball's loose in the backfield. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. I don't know if it was luck or aggression. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pressure coming, and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Now facing a third and long. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Dogs! Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Off the play fake. They're working that left side. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And I tell you what, why would you not do this? I love it. Short yardage situation, get your QB sneak. You've already got everything going. You got a few first downs. You got that momentum on your side. Just get the first down, get that new set of downs. Now you...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's loose down the middle. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by 11 over Old Dominion. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we...
Oh, he's got some space. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up. But somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Fires complete on the crosser. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Claiborne. Rushes on him. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Punts it out of the air.
It's a nice job running the end route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros.
Let's see what they've got on second down. The corners are walked up tight. And off to Jones. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running behind that left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Bringing the heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Tigers are on the move. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass, it's Claiborne. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. He's looking to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
42, Missouri, 21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit. Going to take a shot at this DB. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Touchdown, Georgia! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Rides to back and leads it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Claiborne. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Pulls it in. It's Frazier. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Aga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Barrels ahead. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play. And here they come again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw, it's Claiborne. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching